if we say organic chemistry, so what it means, organic chemistry is carbon and its compounds, right? Carbon and its compounds except except oxides, carbonates, and and bicarbonates forms form a different branch of chemistry, of chemistry known as organic chemistry. Did you understand? Right? So carbon and its compound except oxides, carbonates and bicarbonates form a different branch of chemistry known as organic chemistry. Getting? So organic chemistry, so this behavior of is carbon has three unique characters. Because of this, it makes different branch of chemistry. We know in our periodic table we have 118 elements, right? But only carbon, but only carbon make different branch. Why? Do you have any idea? Hello. So do you have any idea why it is? Or this is the one thing. So many atoms combine together and form molecules like oxygen. Oxygen also make bonds. Hydrogen and hydrogen also make bonds. Chlorine and chlorine is also making bonds. So what different in carbon? Anyway, now first is carbon atom has carbon atom has tetrahedral structure, right? Tetrahedral structure it is having. It means there are this is one carbon atom. So one electron is here, one is here, another one is here, and it is here, right? So three-dimensional structure is formed, right? Tetrahedral structure is there. This tetrahedral structure is unique is one of the property which make it different from others, right? So first, carbon has tetrahedral structure. Carbon is having atomic number. Carbon has atomic number 6, right? So its electronic configuration is 2 4, right? So it is having 4 valence electron, 4 valence, 4 valence electron. Getting? I hope you understand. So, this is tetrahedral structure of carbon. Another one is known as what you was calling carbon-carbon. So this is known as catenation. Catenation, right? No other element can do what carbon can do. Carbon-carbon, carbon-carbon atom, carbon-carbon atom combine and form a long chain, right? Carbon-carbon atom combined and form a long chain. This is known as catenation. As you know, there is silicon also. Silicon is silicon also have this property, but only 50 to 60 atoms 50 to 60 atoms can join, right? After that, after that breaks, right? So silicon is not able to do what carbon can do. Carbon can make a long chain, like carbohydrates, proteins, fats. They are having long chain of carbon atoms, right? So that's why catenation. That's why catenation is so tetrahedral structure, catenation, and lastly we have one more. We have isomers. Isomers. Go inside. Isomers. Isomers. Right. Isomers have have same molecular formula. Molecular formula, but arrangement arrangement of atoms is different. Different, right? Isomers, yeah, you can say isomerism. Isomerism Isomerism is a property which makes the carbon different from other elements, where isomers have same molecular formula but different molecular structure, right? Like if we talk about, say we have, uh, I say, you have heard about propane. Propane, C3H8, right? It can be written as CH3, CH2, CH3, right? This is called N-pentane. N-pentane, right? And if this can be, like this, if I write CH, there is one H, there is one H, there is one H, there is one H, and H, and C, this is H. So this we call cyclo. Oh, sorry, what I wrote, propane. It is propane, not pentane. Sorry, it's N-propane. It is N-propane, propane, right? And this is cyclopropane, cyclopropane. Arrangement of atom get changed. Actually, I have chosen the wrong element. Can I rub this? Hello, hello. Can I? Yeah. This I have chosen little bit wrong because you get confused. Because in propane there is C3H8, and propane में और cyclopropane में C3H6. So you little bit. Uh, so can I take another example that we call, say, butane? Butane is pretty good, right? So if I talk about butane, butane, it is having CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is called N-butane. This is called N-butane, right? And we can also take it like this: CH3, CH, CH3, CH, CH3, right? This is also having four atoms. All the things are same. 3 3. This is having how much? 4 to the 8 plus 10. 10 hydrogen atoms. It is also having 10 hydrogen atoms, but it is chain isomer. It is branch isomer, right? And it will call uh, we can call it isobutane. We can call it isobutane, right? It can be called isobutane, or we called it 2-methyl propane. 2-methyl propane. Get it? So these are the isomers of butane. So and we can also have cyclobutane also, but cyclobutane, when we talk about cyclic atoms, cyclic compounds, so two hydrogen atom gets from terminal carbon atom, one hydrogen from this terminal, one hydrogen from this terminal is get removed off, and we get cyclobutane, right? So what are the three properties which makes carbon different from other elements are that it makes a different branch of chemistry, that is, oh my god, tetrahedral, hedral, tetrahedral structure, tetrahedral structure, catenation and isomerism, right? These three properties makes carbon different from other elements, and it makes a different branch of chemistry, right? Did you wrote? You have done, Akram? लिख लिया? Okay. Adhika? Okay. Now, so this was initial introduction about organic chemistry. Why carbon is able to make a different branch of science that is known as organic chemistry, right? Now we have, you know, organic chemistry. Organic chemistry have two types of compound. One is open chain, open chain, right? Open chain. These are basically these are hydrocarbons, right? Hydrocarbon, or we can say acyclic. Open chain hydrocarbons. They are of three types: alkane, one is saturated, one is saturated that contains alkane, and another one is unsaturated that is al- uh, alkene and alkyne, right? Then we have, closed chain. We have closed chain compound, closed chain, right? closed chain में we have homologous, so it is cyclic, homo, homologous, no, homogeneous cyclic compounds. Cyclic compounds, right? One is like cycloalkanes, cycloalkanes. They all are having carbon atoms. C, 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 like C, like C. This is C, right? And each is having two hydrogen atoms. So this is the balance condition. This is called cyclohexane, cyclopropane, cyclobutane, like that. So cyclo, they are known as alicyclic. Alicyclic. One is, now we have homogeneous cyclic compounds. All are ring is made up of carbon atom only, and then we have benzene ring. Benzene, benzoic, benzene, benzene, benzene ring, right? And here we have, you know, like heterogeneous cyclic compound. Heterogeneous cyclic compound. Heterogeneous cyclic compounds like furan. I hope furan is like this one carbon atom, and in this carbon there is one oxygen, right? This is furan. So in carbon chain, one oxygen is also there, right? So along with carbon, oxygen is also in cycle. So that's why it is heterogeneous cyclic compounds. Getting? Benzene ring compounds you will study in your further classes. It is not required here. Compounds, right? And I would like to discuss here about benzene just one thing, that benzene is unique in its structure again, because benzene is having 6 carbon atoms like this, this, this is C, they combine and form C. But it is alternate double bond and single bond, right? This is benzene ring, and each atom is having one hydrogen atom. One hydrogen atom is there, so that's why it is benzene. It is called ये जो it is, so benzene ring is having alternate double bond and single bond, right? Ortho, meta, and para conditions. So this alternate double bond and single bond in cyclic in a cyclic row makes it different from other carbon atoms, and then we form benzene also forms a different compounds, range of compounds, right? I hope this much you understand. Should I rub this? Should I rub this? Okay. So if we this time we will study only open chain compounds, right? Open chain compounds we will study. So in open chain compounds, open chain compounds, we have hydrocarbons. What is hydrocarbon? Hydrocarbon, right? Hydrocarbons, as their name suggests, compounds made up of carbon and hydrogen only. Getting? Hello, what I said? Did you get? We are going to talk about hydrocarbons first. These are the compounds made up of carbon and hydrogen only, right? As I told you earlier, there are two types. One is saturated, that is called alkane. Its general formula is CnH2n plus 2, right? Carbon carbon single bond, carbon carbon single bond, and carbon carbon single bond and methane. CH4 is simplest hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon, and in suffix we use "ene". Just keep it in your mind, right? That is, if if we see the methane is formed, carbon is like this, right? It is having four electrons in its valence orbit, and there is hydrogen. It is having one electron in its outermost shell, right? So what they do, this hydrogen atom takes one electron from carbon and becomes stable. This hydrogen atom takes one electron from carbon and becomes stable. This hydrogen atom and this hydrogen atom, and and this carbon atom takes one electron from each hydrogen atom and becomes stable and forms CHO4. So sorry, CH4, right? But when in this structure, say this one hydrogen, this one hydrogen atom get removed, right? One hydrogen atom get removed. Then what happens? Then this hydrogen atom, then this methane turns to be CH3. It is called methyl. It is excited form, right? It is excited form methyl. So, and in general we called it, in general we call alkyl, right? Alkyl. There can be methane, there can be CH3, CH, sorry, CH3, CH2. It is also in excited state. It is called ethyl, right? If we take CH3, CH2, CH2, this is called propyl. Propyl, because it is having 3 carbon atoms. Propyl. So in general we called it alkyl, right? Depending upon the number of carbon atoms, we gave it name. Just one hydrogen is removed from propane, it becomes propyl. One hydrogen atom removed from alkane, ethane, ethyl. One carbon atom from methane, methyl. And as a whole, we call it alkyl. Did you understand? Okay. Should I rub this? Okay. So what we call, then you have you note it down. You have noted down all this, what I'm telling you? Done? Okay, no problem at all. If you have written this, then it's okay. Anyway, this is. Now, as I told you, these hydrocarbons, these hydrocarbons have saturated form, and there is one more that is called unsaturated. Unsaturated, right? Unsaturated, we have again two types. One is known as, alkene, that is called CnH2n. Fine. Its general formula is CnH2n, and there is carbon carbon double bond, right? There is carbon carbon double bond, right? And their first element is ethene. Ethene, like C, double bond C, H, 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 and H. And suffix is ene. Get it? Now we have another That is called alkyne. Alkyne, right? Alkyne is CnH2n minus 2. There is carbon-carbon triple bond. First is ethyne. C triple bond C, H and H. Suffix is ine. Getting? Okay? This much you have understand? So we did. I told you about open chain compounds, that is first hydrocarbons made up of carbon and hydrogen only, right? Should I rub this? Okay. Akhar, written? Okay. You are very fast in writing, huh? So hydrocarbon, okay. So like this is, I told you H, 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 H. Simplest hydrocarbon. Simplest hydrocarbon. Right? Simplest hydrocarbon. If this hydrogen is removed, right? And there can be attached, there can be attached, you know, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, others, chlorine, halogens, right? Then they form functional group. Functional group, right? When this is simplest hydrocarbon. If one hydrogen is removed, this is removed, and in place of that, if there is oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, chlorine, any other element is attached, then they form functional groups. So it gets removed. Removed. Right. So this is we have, right. So did you heard about homologous series? What is homologous series? Homologous series. Did you heard about this? Huh? What is that? Consecutive members के बीच में एक, तुमने क्या बोला? Consecutive members के बीच में एक CH2 का डिफरेंस होता है। अच्छा अच्छा, चलो। So homologous series is series of series of compounds having same functional group. Same functional group, right? Since they have same functional group, so therefore their chemical properties are same. Chemical properties are same, but physical properties physical properties properties may vary, right? Adhika, hello, understand what I said? Series of compounds having same functional group, right? Like if I say that is CH3OH, it is methanol, right? Then CH3 CH2OH, it is ethanol. Then we have CH3 CH2 CH2OH. Then it is propanol. They all are having alcoholic functional group. OH is a alcoholic group. So they all are having alcoholic group. So they belongs to homologous series. Their functional group is same, right? But carbon atoms are definitely increasing, decreasing. That is, if a group of if series of compounds having same functional group, then it forms homologous series, right? We can also have like this, you have heard about what we call HCOOH. Do you know what it is? It is formic acid, right? या इसको बोलते हैं मिथेनोइक एसिड. IUPAC नेमिंग में it is called मिथेनोइक एसिड, right? Another we have CH3 COOH. This is very famous acetic acid. Acetic acid. Food preservation में we are using it, right? So these both are having same functional group, so they can form this kind of thing is known as homologous series. I hope you understand this. Should I run this? Obviously. Thank you. Oh, I'm doing. Now, we talk about little bit about functional groups. So, you know, This is CH3, sorry, this is CH4, which we call methane. इसका जो structure है that is like that, C H H H and H. If in the presence of, if it reacts with one nascent oxygen, this is called nascent oxygen. Nascent oxygen. Oxygen is a diatomic gas. So when we keep it in monoatomic form, so we have to do a lot of work for this. And the catalyst we use for that is KMNO4. KMNO4, right? Then what happens? This oxygen goes and attach here, and this hydrogen attach with oxygen, right? So what do you get? Now you get C H H H O H, right? This is this functional group is OH is alcohol, belongs to alcoholic group. Alcoholic group, right? And suffix we use, suffix we use is all. Did you understand? All, right? Methanol, ethanol, propanol, butanol, like that. This is okay? So first we have studied hydrocarbons, alkane, alkene, alkyne, and then after that we have alcohol, right? You can use for this also symbolically we can write it like this also, that R alkyl OH. This is alcohol, and we are using suffix for all, right? Now what happens? Again, one more oxygen atom, nascent oxygen, in the presence of KMNO4, right? They combine with this oxygen. This oxygen combines with this hydrogen and this hydrogen and this hydrogen, and a water molecule comes out. A water molecule comes out, and what is left over, that we call C H C double bond O H, right? This we called aldehyde group. Aldehyde group, right? Aldehyde group. And suffix we use is al. right? So here you can write R C double bond O H. That is aldehyde, and we are using al, right? Now what happens? Again, one more nascent oxygen, one more nascent oxygen molecule comes in contact, and in the presence of KMnO4, right? This this oxygen gets attached with this carbon, and this hydrogen gets attached with this oxygen, and then we get C H, right? Double bond O and OH. Get it? This is known as carboxylic group. Carboxylic group. It is called, and suffix is oic acid. Getting? This is oic acid. And here you can use R C double bond O OH. It is oic acid. Oic acid, right? After that, so it is alcohol, it is aldehyde, it is carboxylic group, and after that R C double bond O R. That is, इसमें we use suffix "un", writing one but reading pronounced "own", and this is ketone, right? We are also having R C double bond O R dash. This is also R dash. This is called ester, right? And one more we have R O R dash. This is called ether, right? So these are the functional group we have, and as I told you, halogens can be added. So this is the property of halogens can be added anywhere, like CS3. This is H H H H plus Cl and Cl. This is attached together, and then we get CS3 Cl. That is called chloromethane, right? So halogens get haloalkyls. We can say this in general. We can say halogens, haloalkyls. I hope you understand. haloalkyls. These are the functional groups which we have, right? But I hope very few are in your syllabus. I know that, right? Only you have alkane, alkene, alkynes, alkane, alkene, alkynes, alcohol, aldehyde, and carboxylic group you have, ketones to some extent maybe, and lastly you have haloalkane, matlab alkynes, alkyl, you have haloalkyl, right? Haloalkyl, and this ester is also there. Ester, baki ether you will not in this session. Ether is not right for right now. So I hope you understand what I told you in, in this session, right? Can we call off now? So we will start for classification and IUPAC naming, as well as you are thinking about isomerization. I'll tell you tomorrow, right? So can we call off now?